So thank you for joining us today. My name is Becky and this is
Larry.
and we're really excited to have you learn a lot about our essential oils for Valentine's Day. It's just right around the corner. And I don't know if you're like me, but sometimes I'm always late. We were talking about earlier about being on time, but sometimes you look up at the calendar and you realize Valentine's Day is just next week and you forgot to get the special thing for that special someone. And so it's kind of fun to have some essential oil bottles in your home that you can go ahead and make a custom perfume for your friends and family to just let them know how much you appreciate them. And but this is much more than that. We're going to go through and talk a little bit about how these oils can really benefit your emotions, your health, and so much more, right? This is for everyone. Just don't think about this for the ladies. This can be Larry. You got we got some nice perfumes for you too, right?
And colognes.
Colognes, colognes, and different aftershave stuff, things like that. So it's a lot of really great ways you can use the oils. But we want to first start and talk about, when you buy perfumes at the store, they're chemically made most of the time, and they're very toxic to our body. We have a lot like shampoos, everything that we're using in our home actually have fake fragrances in them, and they're very dangerous to our body. Oftentimes, we think we're taking care of our hygiene, taking care of our health, our self-care, if you will, by putting a perfume on. Um, but we wonder then why there's so much cancer, so many toxicities to our body and having reactions and so forth. And these ingredients in these perfumes are carcinogenic. They are neurotoxic to our body. They cause respiratory irritants. Some people have a hard time breathing around people with the strong perfumes.
Yeah, you hear that a lot.
Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, you got strong perfume on. They actually have a lot of other issues that go on to our bodies too. And so this is really important. When you go to the grocery store and you're buying cleaning products, you're buying air fresheners, a little air freshener for your car, um, laundry soap, dish soap for your dishes, these little plugins. Now, I'm not sure if they have them in India, but they're little air freshener plugins. They're horrible. Throw them away if you guys have them. I'm
They used
telling
to
you.
be very popular in the United States for years.
Yeah.
And this is one of the great ways to detox your home is like, to get rid of these products and replace them with, the natural advantages of using, the essential oils.
Yeah, it's so incredible. Okay, so here I know you can't read this. So take a screenshot and zoom up on it later. But this is I love following Dr. Axe. He's a naturopath doctor here in the United States, and he has tons of stuff about essential oils. And this was a thing on his website that talked about a lot of the disruptors or a lot of the things that these chemicals can do affecting our body. And the list, this is just only half of it. The list went on and on and on. And it's just another understanding why women get headaches, perhaps, why, with the deodorants we put on and things, why and how they're affecting our bodies. They're interrupting our hormone balance, they're interrupting lots of things. So, for the new people who are on this call, maybe you're not familiar with essential oils. So, just really briefly, essential oils are natural aromatic compounds found in plants. So, this is a picture of a peppermint plant. And, peppermint plant is really fuzzy. And if you zoom in on it, this is like the little thistly hairs on the peppermint plant. And this is the oil sac. So we steam distill it and extract the oil sac from the plant. It can be from flowers, barks of a tree, roots. It can be from uh, the the fruit. I think I
Yeah.
forgot the fruit. Anything of the plant, right? And so what's really beautiful is this essential oils on the plant to help protect it from harmful invaders, which could be the environment to bugs and stuff like that because they're natural and from a plant that they can penetrate the cell wall and go to work on our body's behalf. This is really important because no medicines can actually penetrate the cell wall very effectively. They're working really hard on it on the scientific level for pharmaceuticals and chemically based medicines, but essential oils are made from cells, and so that they can penetrate that wall and really work on the DNA structure and so forth. What's so beautiful about doTERRA is we go through and test it over 60 tests to 150 tests, depending on what kind of oil it is, and ensuring that there's no harmful fillers and contaminants in it that would cause disruptions to our body. doTERRA is very, very transparent. And so with all of these single oil bottles on the bottom of the bottle, whoop, my hands are warm this morning. um, on the bottom of the bottle is a code. And on the website sourcetoyou.com, you should be able to type that code in and see all the testing done on that batch of oil. Because from year to year to year, the environment changes, the growing season changes, and so forth, that the plant constituents could be a little bit different from time to time. I love this screenshot because this also talks about essential oils working on the emotional aspect. We have over 50 million molecules in our body. When you put a drop of essential oil on the bottom of your feet, you can taste it in your mouth about 2 minutes later. What's happening is we have these receptor sites on the outside of the cell. The essential oils can actually work on the inflammation and cleanse these cells to be able to have them communicate to each other more readily. So this is a like a physical and emotional detox, which is going to be really powerful. And one thing that's really incredible, there's this really great book, you guys. I can't wait for you to get it. It's talking about the mind-gut connection. So when we're looking about, you may be asking, Becky, this is a perfume class. Yeah, because when we talk about our mind and the things that we're thinking about in our mind, I want you to consider we actually have three brains. Your gut actually has more neural pathways to the rest of your body than your brain does. Yes. And when you think about the gut, it's the processor, right? It's digesting things, it's going to process things. And it actually is telling your mind, which is like the CPU unit of your body, it's like the computer. The gut is programming the computer. So when you think about how the body is responding to these oils, we really want to work on our gut. And that will help cleanse the mind, keep the mind focused and alert. And it also, the heart is got a brain too. The heart is the discerner. And that's really what we're going to be talking a little bit about today is that focusing on those neural pathways in the heart center. I thought this was a really great screenshot because when we're working and blending different perfumes and different potions, you want to always consider the emotional root about it. Now, let's consider somebody having a bad back pain. Maybe it's the middle back pain. Well, that emotional root comes from being stubborn, right? And so we have different oils that can go through and support you in both the stubbornness and the back pain. And so the actual result will be being flexible. Isn't that cool? So when we're not being flexible, when we're not moving and being flexible, we're being stubborn. So it's just really interesting when you can really connect the emotion to the back pain or to the physical response. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this with you is that you can make potions that will actually help support people who are dealing with different aspects of their life and so on. So here's just a really quick um, thing about the different oils that you can use in your blends. Now, lang-a-lang, we're going to talk about a little bit later, but I'm going to just tell you a little bit about the emotional root of lang-a-lang. Lang-a-lang is a flower, and it's a beautiful smell. Lang-a-lang is a powerful remedy for the heart. It reconnects individuals with the inner child and the pure, simple ways of the heart. It encourages play and restores a childlike nature of innocence. Lang is also a powerful remedy for releasing emotional trauma from the past. It is fantastic support for age regression work and other methods of encouraging of emotional healing. So the emotions that the ylang will support would be like joy, stressed, joyless, excuse me, stressed, overanalyzing, not that we ever do that, sadness, play, and then the other emotion is also on the positive side is playfulness, connected, right? Isn't that a great oil to have for making a perfume? And so if you can kind of think about different blends as we go through, there's an app. This app, I should have wrote this down for you. Maybe I could put it in the link for you after this video. But it's called Essential Emotions. And our upline, most of you, our upline, Natalie Goddard and a group of ladies put this app together and it's incredible. I use it every day and I'll show you what it looks like. I don't know if you could see it in the screen, but we'll see. It's emotional, essential emotions, and you can download it. It's about $14, but it has tons of different body elements to emotional elements and so forth. So you can go through it from the emotion, the oil, the body. So let's get started. So we all know that there's all these beautiful oils that doTERRA has. And when I first got started, I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I going to know what oil is good for what? And when I found this chart, it was incredible for me. It really helped me understand when I'm looking at a different oil, what its properties could be. So when you're thinking of a citrus oil like wild orange, lemon, lime, those oils are up in a tree. So they're on top of the chart. They're going to be uplifting. They're going to be like a ray of sunshine, right? Mints are also up. They grow above the ground and they're going to be invigorating. They're going to be waking you up, like being more alert, right? Florals. Now, florals are like a big hug. And when you think of a flower, how the petals wrap around each other. So when you have a flower bud and it's really tight, so it's protecting that flower. And then when the sun comes out, that flower petals, they open up to the sun, right? And so that's opening the heart up to receive. Trees are very grounding and they're very strong, right? They're big, they got lots of bark for protection. So when you're feeling sad, you want something strong to protect you and support you. Herbs and grasses like oregano to vetiver grass or lemongrass. These are really great. They're very grounding, very wonderful oils to help keep you centered. They're wonderful for like meditation and prayer. They help you connect if you're feeling disconnected and so on. Now, spices are a wonderful oil as well. They're from like clove oil to can't think of some of the spices right now, but you get it. They're gonna cinnamon would be another one probably,
Cinnamon would be
but
a good
cinnamon
spice.
comes from a tree. But it's going to invigorate you, make you feel a little more alive and spiced up, And that one's going to be you're going to want to reach for spices when you're wanting to have more of a romance in your life and bring some of that on. So now. How is a perfume formed? Now, there's three parts to the scent of a perfume. So there's the crown note, the which is the top. There's the heart note, which is the middle, and the root note, which is the base. So you can see the certain percentages there. Now we're going to go to the next slide where I'm going to give you a little bit more of a description. You want to understand the weight of these oils. So what that means, it's the evaporation rate or the
Volatility.
volatility, thank you, of the scent. We know that oils, essential oils are volatile. You open up the lid and you can smell it, right? So they're releasing.
Yeah,
So when
they're flashing off.
flashing off, yeah. So when we're working on perfumes, we want them to last a long time, but we also want them to have an immediate response too. So the top note is going to be the lightest evaporated volatile aromatic scent. It's going to evaporate like within 30 minutes to 2 hours. And it's going to be the first initial impression, right? The first scent that that person will smell. Some of the examples of that would be all the fruits and maybe some of the mints. All right. They were on the top of the chart that we were just showing you. Heart notes are the middle notes. So this is like the middle of the chart, right? And they're going to be the flowers, the jasmines, the lang-a-langs, and they have a moderate evaporation. They're going to last about 2 to 6 hours. And then the bottom or base note, the root note, is going to be the heaviest. It's going to last a lot longer. And so they're going to be the ones on the bottom that we were showing you on that chart, the sandalwood, cedarwood, frankincense, and that kind of stuff. So when you have these three parts, you're going to have a beautiful scent that you're going to create. You don't want to create a perfume that's just going to have top notes. Okay. So you're going to want to have a mixture of these three things. So how to tell that the weight of an oil? Maybe you're new learning about the oils. You can get a piece of paper, a blotter paper or something, and the lighter oils will evaporate really quick off that paper. The heavier ones will leave more of an oily residue. So thick oils like myrrh. How many of you have vetiver? Like vetiver, you could hold it like this, and it takes 2 hours for a drop to come out, right? It's really
It's a very
frustrating,
thick oil, yeah.
very thick. And so that's going to be, you could really tell that. Sometimes when you're taking an oil out, they come out really fast, and then other times, it takes forever. So that's
Yeah,
another
so
indication.
citrus oils come out very fast and then the grounding oils like vetiver,
Yeah.
myrrh.
And the blends, like adaptive, you could see some of the blends when you start looking at doTERRA's blends, you will notice that they have all three of these in the mixture. Isn't that incredible? Like they're such good scientific when they put them together. Here's just another one. You might want to take a screenshot of this. This is just another indication of the scent. Like the root notes are the foundation of the fragrance. The heart note are the middle tones, and they're not going to be the first one that you notice. It's going to be the top note, the crown note that you're going to notice right away. So sometimes when people, when you put a perfume on a pulse point and you're testing it, you walk around a little bit and then you go back and smell it. It's going to smell a little bit differently. Another indication of how scents change is like when you do a mixture in your diffuser. Like one of the essential oils I'm not a fan of is geranium. You smell geranium, I don't know, it kind of smells a little bit rotten or something. I don't know. Some people love it, but when you put it in the diffuser, it smells beautiful. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. So some of the essential oils really change depending on the application or how you're using the oil. So this is really fun, you guys. So people often ask me, well, how do you mix these? Like I have a roller bottle that I want to mix, and a roller bottle is going to require um, a a mixing oil, like coconut oil. You want something to mix it with. And I'm losing the word right now, but we have like avocado oil or olive oil. All these oils are really good to mix rollers with. We love the fractionated coconut oil because it's very thin and it can penetrate your skin very easily. I find when I use an avocado oil or a olive oil, it's really thick and kind of greasy on your skin. And if you're going to be wearing it with clothes and stuff or spraying it on your clothes, it's not going to be so good. Now, and you can't tell if they're pure, right? The whole idea is to know that you're working with something that's really pure. And we know the doTERRA's fractionated coconut oil is incredible, and it's really good to use that. Um, Sprays, like you're going to want to work with a spray, there's different components that you can use with sprays. You don't want to use fractionated coconut oil in the spray because it's a little thicker, right? And it's going to clog the spray nozzle. And so you want to make some choices. We have a perfumer, there's a online, you can go to Amazon in India, there's a perfumer's alcohol which is going to help it uh, capture the aromatic compounds of the oil and hold on to it so it will get to your body and it will stay there a little longer. Witch hazel is my favorite. This you can use as a facial toner, so you know it's going to be really wonderful for your body. And it also is going to capture the flash off of that oil to hold on to it longer. Now, water, the same thing, but when I use water, it will get my clothes wet or whatever. So you want to kind of find what mixture works best for you. I think maybe a little bit of each is a good idea. Using witch hazel and then the perfumer's alcohol and then water. Again, how do you go through and blend? What kind of oils are great for using to blend? So here's some ideas. Again, the top note, maybe doing 5 drops, the middle note doing 8 drops, and the base note doing 3 drops. I don't like to work on specifically 5 drops, 8 drops, 3 drops. Maybe the middle note that I'm picking will be 3 or 4 different oils, right? And so you want to think about how many oil drops you're putting in, say, a 10 ml roller bottle. I don't like to do more than 25 to 30. Don't do more than 30 drops total in a 10 ml roller bottle.
So you want to even those out?
Yeah, so I would say this year, I should have done the math, 8 and 8, 16. This is 16 drops total of this recipe. So maybe if you want it to be a little stronger, you can go up to 20 drops total. Maybe you like the top note a little more. And so you're going to maybe do 8 drops of that. Maybe there's 2 oils you're using for, so 4 of each, and so on. Does that make sense?
Used to be your own mix master.
Yeah, you guys, this is what's so fun about making your own perfumes. You can choose these oils too. They're going to help that person. Maybe they're dealing with anxiety, right? And so, Larry, I should have had you grab some of my blends that I make for the market. Do you want to go grab some real quick? Yeah.
Sure, I think we have some.
Okay. So I have a market that I do every Saturday, and I made a lot of hormone blend perfumes and headache perfumes. I made a lot of different kinds of blends that way. And I really called them some fun names. And people open up the oil and they smell it. And then when they go ahead and start using it, it's actually going to help them with their anxiety. It's going to help them with their hormone imbalance, maybe with hot flashes and stuff like that. So I just wanted to say that this wonderful uh, Valentine's Day special for romance is a really good one that doTERRA is having right now. You got to take advantage of it. And you can actually use that for some of the recipes. Lang Lang is a beautiful oil to be using for many different perfume blends. Lavender as well. It's the Swiss Army knife of health issues, right? So it's really a great oil to have too. Um, Lavender, here's some of the benefits that lavender has. And lavender is antioxidant protection. It also helps treat metabolic levels too, right? Isn't that incredible? A lot of different things that this lavender can do. You might want to take a screenshot of this, you guys. I'm not going to go through each one of these, but I want to give you a whole reason, an idea that these essential oils can actually really do incredible things. So Larry, thank you for grabbing that. Um, I don't know if you can see this, but I made a blend called Calming, and this has a lot of essential oils that have uh, um, oils in it for helping with anxiety, and it smells amazing. So this one here, I called it I Am Beautiful. And this is a beautiful perfume, and it's helping that hormonal balance, during that time of month. So you can have really fun. Here's a spray bottle that I made, and it says, I am fabulous. So you can really have a lot of fun putting these different things together. And thanks, Larry. I mean, I have like 20 different blends that I make, and I sell a lot of these at the market. And it's just a really wonderful way for people to get familiar with the oils too. Um, Okay, Lang a Lang, again, that is part of the promotion that's going on right now. And Lang a Lang, again, it supports the heart health. My mom has irregular heartbeat or cardio rhythm. I don't know what they call it technically. And she uses Lang a Lang every day, just rubs it over her heart. And it's just a beautiful oil to be able to help support that emotional aspect of it too. The emotions, again, are enhancing feelings of balance, relaxation, and playfulness. and it counteracts that stress, misery, burden. And look at all these things that cause misery and burden. PMS symptoms, stress, skin and hair health. I didn't know Lang Lang did that for skin and hair health.
Yeah.
So, okay. Another promotion that doTERRA is doing right now is this enrollment promotion, and you guys can't get these oils in India right now. So this is a really powerful, if you register 2 wellness advocates by the end of February. No, I didn't change the screenshot. I forgot. I should have done that. But they extended this promotion to the end of February. Gardenia is a beautiful oil. It is an incredible oil. And of course, jasmine. 1 drop of jasmine is so potent. When you're making perfumes, you only need 1 drop. I'm serious, it's a really strong oil. And rose oil. These oils are take advantage. This is what doTERRA is doing. These you can't even, these are so expensive. I think the rose oil itself is like $300. I don't know what
It
that is.
is very expensive just
And
because it takes so many rose petals
yeah.
to make that little 5 ml bottle.
And all you have to do is just share these beautiful oils to people and bring them on and have them take advantage of this life-changing journey of doTERRA. And look, they get these beautiful oils. It's incredible. You get the oils for sharing. So jasmine, again, it's anxiety relief, it's energy boost, has some aphrodisiac properties. So if you're thinking about Valentine's, I know I get a lot of women asking me about they're trying to get pregnant and stuff, and there's a whole thing about our hormone balancing, and these oils can really help bring everything back into check, and so on. Gardenia, look at the list of things that gardenia can do for people. Isn't that incredible? May help with depression and anxiety. It may help with insulin resistance. Wow. Like that's really incredible. Um, and this one here again too is really good for brain fog. I mean, I don't know. We could just go on and on about all the different benefits. Rose oil. This one here, like Larry was saying, is it takes 10,000 blossoms to make 1 5 ml roller bottle or 5 ml bottle. Here's a fun little rose perfume roller that you can make if you want to do a screenshot of that. I snuck that in down there, and just really wonderful. Okay, here's another thing you can do. You can actually not just make perfumes, but you can make a salve. And here's a wonderful recipe for making a salve. This salve would be good for hormonal imbalance because it has the rose in it, has vitamin E. A lot of women who are going for premenopause or postmenopause, that kind of stuff, it's really a nice thing to have and helping support I like to put it on the bottom of my neck right here, and it kind of keeps hopefully the wrinkles away on the neck. Okay, here's a recipe for men. So you can also do a beard ointment, skin oil. And a lot of men like to do an aftershave. This is a nice way for an aftershave to help with the skin and the razor burn. And so this one has the doTERRA Balance Oil, cedarwood and bergamot. So which oil? Can you guys guess which oil is the top note, which is the middle note, and which is the base note in that recipe? Can you
Pretty
guess?
much. Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously I think the cedar wood would be the base note. The bergamot would probably be the top note.
Exactly. And the balance would be the middle note.
Mhm.
So very good. Okay. Here's another one that's a very huge stressor. Like if you're dealing with a lot of stress, it's a wonderful recipe for calming the seas roller bottle. And this one has adaptive, wild orange, frankincense in it. So which one's the top note, Larry?
Wild orange would be the top note. I think frankincense would probably be the base note, and the adaptive would probably be the middle note.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. And then here is a chocolate. So you can make chocolate out of essential oils. You guys, this recipe, you will die and go to heaven. This recipe is so good. I first had this when a girlfriend, she took some white chocolate, melted it down, and added lavender essential oil to it, and then dipped raspberries in it. And I couldn't stop eating. I was out of control. I had they had to tie me up. Um, And so this is a really fun thing. It's great for kids because it's got lavender in it, right? And so we know lavender is a Swiss Army knife. You can digest, you can take in lavender essential oil, and then the wild orange is going to be really uplifting. It's going to be a beautiful. So this is a wonderful treat to make your friends and family members for Valentine's Day. Okay, here's Screenshot City, you guys. You're gonna be taking lots of screenshots here. Here's some more potions that you can make. So here's a love potion, very much for aphrodisiac for the romance in the bedroom, I guess. And then we have essential massage oil recipe. We have a linen spray and maybe a passion infused bath soak, which is a nice so you can look at these recipes and again see the high note, the middle note, and the base note. And so, anybody got any questions so far? You having fun? Everybody good? Um, then we have some chapstick. Did you know you can make chapstick? I really thought about bringing this in as a DIY, do it yourself when I come to teach classes in India. And next month I'll be there. And this is a chocolate cocoa powder that you can use and beeswax pellets, and it tastes like chocolate mint. This is a wonderful chapstick. And then you can add a little bit of mica coloring to it, and it's just wonderful. Here's an aphrodisiac perfume roller. So this is probably one of the reasons why everybody joined today. And this is a very powerful perfume roller. Here's an infertility massage oil. So this is really good for helping get the hormones in balance and getting things going for regulating the cycles and whatnot. It's going to help a lot of reasons. There's a lot of stress. Detoxing the body as well is important for infertility. And back to the very beginning of our presentation, if anybody on this call here is having an issue of getting pregnant, you want to work on the gut. You want to work on the gut. I know it's not the right organ, but it is. The gut is where all that imbalancing starts from. Here's another exotic cinnamon love balm. Now, this one came from our Oil Life book, which is that book that is a hardcover book that I know one of our leaders in India just had a bunch of them printed. So if you're interested in getting some of those hardcover books with tons of different recipes in it, that's another way to do that. Here's another bubble bath recipe. Am I going too fast? You guys getting these screenshots? I can always share the slide presentation with you as well. A steamy after bath rub. And also the Aromatouch technique. We don't want to forget about helping get our body back in balance. This is another, I know when we had our print shop, I was stressed out all the time. And that just really ruins your immune system. And then you're not able to really fight those things that come up. And that's how my food allergies really just quick kicked into full gear. And then I wasn't calm. So this Aromatouch technique is actually, you can purchase a kit in India and you can actually take the class and learn how to do this. And I would have to say, everyone who is doing this business needs to know how to do the Aromatouch technique just to be able to go back. So somebody wants me to go back to the bath, after bath one. Okay, let me try to do that here real quick. That one?
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Okay. And then here, of course, another wonderful Valentine's gift for your loved ones is this facial line. This is a wonderful product. I love the facial invigorating scrub is my favorite. I think Larry used it too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it is. It is good for cleaning, exfoliating,
Mhm.
dead skin and stuff like that.
I don't want people to think this is just for women. Men have wrinkles too, right? So we want to be able to help live our best life, and that's another good thing. So we're about almost through with the class here, and I just wanted to remind everybody that we have our essential oils are so intelligent. They have so much energy about them, and they're life-changing. There's so much you can do with them. And here's just a simple uh, other health benefits of the top 10 essential oils that we have in our kits. And it's a good way to get started. So if you are new to doTERRA, I invite you to talk to the person who invited you to come to this class today and join. Become a wholesale member where you can get 25% off, and you can take advantage of a deeper discount program called the Loyalty Reward Program, where you can even get deeper discounts. It's not required, but everybody does it because why would you turn away discounts, right? And with doTERRA, if you wanted to join as a wellness advocate and earn an income, sharing these beautiful oils with people, that is a great way to also get started. And this is now the time. I am so excited in the United States that we have, hopefully, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is going to take on our medical system and shake it upside down. It is a crime of all these toxic pharmaceuticals that we have out there that are actually have a lot of side effects and things. doTERRA is a good answer. doTERRA is the answer. These are chemical free. This is a really great way to have a medicine cabinet in our home that's going to take on, and heal the world. So here's just a quick little screenshot of our loyalty reward program. And basically, the wonderful way that doTERRA loves to support their customers is that when you're loyal by ordering every month, you get additional discounts back on product credit points. So the first 3 months after you join, so you have to be loyal first. So you get your wellness kit, your starter kit, then you get that. And then the next month is going to be your first loyalty reward order. So month 1 through 3, you're going to get 10% back. Month 4 through 6, you get 15% back. Month 7 through 9, you get 20% back, and so on. All the way past the first year, never missing a month. You can order lemon oil 1 month and then a whole skincare line the next. It doesn't matter, but you'll get 30% back. If you are looking at doing this as a business, you are going to want to order 100 PV every month so you can earn your commissions. To get started, contact the person who invited you, and you're going to want to give them all this information and also let them know what kit you're going to start out with. Maybe you might want to start out with some of these beautiful oils to start with perfumes, or maybe the promotion that doTERRA has right now on Valentine's Day. I'm recommending that you get started with a home essentials kit so you have a beautiful starter of medicine cabinet in your home. So I'm going to go ahead now and stop the recording and see if anybody has any questions.